Hello, everyone. My name is Katie, and I am a doula with Yema Mama Doulas, and I'm going to be talking about the Bengkung belly bind and how to do the self bind. The Bengkung belly bind is a Malaysian tradition and is a tool used for healing and recovery. Before I start, I just want to talk about three main benefits that we focus on. There's a handful of benefits, but the three main ones are back and hip support, specifically while breastfeeding. To have this belly bind on, it helps with that posture and support, as well as it feels really good to have that pressure on your hip after having a baby. The second is for abdomen or muscle recovery. It's not uncommon for your muscles to separate, especially in the center line, to make room for your baby while you're pregnant. And so after, this encourages that healing process for those muscles to heal. And then the third is that it speeds up your recovery. The belly bind puts pressure on your uterus and therefore helps shed any extra blood or blood clots. And so it's not uncommon to bleed a little bit extra after you have this belly bind on, but the thought is that you will bleed less. There's my dog, she's dreaming. But that you will bleed less in the long haul, in the long time. So I guess I just want to note one more thing before I get started, that there's some conversation around out there around belly binds and weight loss or getting back to pre-pregnancy body, and I just wanted to be clear that this is not what this is. We use this as a healing and recovery tool. It's not, the sole purpose is not to shrink your stomach. So I feel like there's a lot of mom shaming around our bodies, so this is just a tool to self-love and to encourage healing in what we think is a healthy way. So let's get started. Put this up a little bit. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do, you're going to measure out a long tail, and I like to measure it above my head or to my forehead. Okay, and then the rest of my belly bind, or the rest of this material, is just between my legs on the ground. Some people like to hold it in a bag. Even a grocery bag would be fine. Okay, and then the next thing is you're going to go around your back. So you're going to have two tails and find the top of your pubic bone and along your hips. Now this part is important because again, there's some other conversation out there around belly binds and how it's putting unnecessary pressure on your uterus and therefore putting pressure on your pelvic floor in a more of a damaging way than a healthy way. So you really want to be careful, or just conscientious about this first knot and making sure that it's not above here. If you have discomfort, then you're probably doing it incorrectly. So here I have my tail. I've gone around my hips, come up a little bit closer, spreading the fabric out. And my first thing is I'm going to tie a knot right at my pubic bone. Okay, there's your first. You can do a double knot. If you see that the belly bind tends to slide up too, you can always do a double knot. Okay, so here's my tail. So the next thing is I'm just going to go around my body. And this takes some practice with finding the tension that is right for you. I personally like it very tight, especially around my hips. Again, trying to keep that knot right above on that pubic bone. It's also helpful just to be mindful of your posture, relaxing your pelvic floor as much as possible. Okay, so I have my second layer, and again, I'm layering over my hips, okay? So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to go around and up. Okay, I'm going to show that to you again. So I have my first knot. Let's see if I go sideways. I'm just going to take this and go around and up. That's basically the motion all the way through. So, and then I'm going to keep going with this fabric in the same direction. Okay, here we go. We're going to go around and up. And the idea is that we're going to go up this center line right here, your core. You can put your tail in your teeth, tuck it in your bra, just over your shoulder. Okay, I'm just going to keep on going. Now, after you have a baby, you have that amazing squishy tummy. And if you're binding without a shirt on, sometimes with a shirt too, you just want to be mindful because sometimes you can pinch yourself here in the front. Also, you probably won't be able to see the bottom of your bind, so doing it in a mirror or even doing it like I'm doing it as a selfie on your phone can be helpful too. And then also, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but make sure you are wearing clothes that you can shimmy down to go to the bathroom too. So loose fitting clothing is also helpful. Okay, I'm just going to keep coming over here and show you guys so you can spread out the fabric to get maximum support. Here, going around and up. And again, you see how I'm just layering along the back. See that? My goodness, feels so good. So the idea, you can wear this, they suggest 2 to 12 hours. It's not encouraged to wear this while you sleep, sleep at night. So 2 to 12 hours is the suggested time. And I would also say the first 6 to 8 weeks is optimal for binding, but I've been known to do it after a year, and I think it still feels amazing. So you want to go, I suggest going to the bottom of your hip, your, what is this called? Your rib, because when you sit down, it'll be hard to breathe. But you can go as high as you want that's comfortable. So I'm about as high, I've seen women go higher, but I'm about as high as I feel comfortable. So if you have extra, you can tie off in the front or come to the back and do a little knot in the back. Whatever is most comfortable for you. And then this extra fabric, you can just wrap around. But before I do, I'm just going to show you. The idea is to have this be as straight as possible up your center abdomen. And you can just wrap this around. Okay, so there is the Bengkung belly bind, the self-bind method. If you have any questions, you are definitely welcome to check out our website at www.yemamamas.com. That's YEMAMAMAS.com. And feel free to email us too if you have any questions. Okay.